Hey guys, we're out in the garage and we're about to finish up the electrical 2.0 on the General, and I am just to kind of show you what my switches look like. You can kind of see my back of the switch panel there, and what I've got to do is I still have to get in here and hook up the ground and the power on a couple of additional things, like my Razorback gauge over here. Still got to get that hooked up. So I've got a couple of those to wire in, and then the only other thing I have left is to go in, and then down in here I'm going to be going in and of course zip tying all the wires up, getting everything cleaned and out of the way, and then we're going to be moving on to the heater. So that's got the big project coming up, and of course I'll be videoing that. I'm also trying out my friend Lawson, the guy who's got the X3. I'm trying out. He has a DJI Osmo 2, which I'm using to film this, and so I'm just giving it a shot. Hopefully this turns into a nice stable video, not a lot of shakes on it. And I do plan on playing with the time-lapse function with it. And but anyway, I appreciate everyone continuing to watch the videos, supporting the channel. I'm now up over 300 subscribers, which is just awesome. Really appreciate it. And I will do another video once I get everything finished up here. So thanks for watching. Hey guys, back in the garage. It's Friday night, and I'm still just kind of wrapping up and tidying up all the switches for the electrical 2.0 rebuild out. Got everything in, and you can see everything is lighting up. Light bar, rear lights, got my strobes, front and back, and then I don't have the lights off right now, but you can see got my rock lights all wired up, and then of course my fan override switch. So got all that done. Been just kind of going in and show some light down in here. Just kind of, it does still look like a rat's mess, but it is starting to kind of clean up. You can see where I've started to get everything tidied up. I did decide to put a ground point right here, and just put a wing nut on there, cinch it down real nice. And then, of course, you can also see too, you can see there, that'll be where I'll be cutting out for the heater unit. And turn the switch off. But I got all that done. Again, you can kind of see here how I've just tidied up the lines coming in. I'll do the rest once I get the heater fan unit installed. I don't want to do too much because I'll probably have to undo some of it. But everything looks very nice and neat on the front here. Really pleased with the way that everything turned out. I did my control box for my horn/siren is no longer in here. It's actually back here behind the dash. So I did move that, and everything else is good. I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. The only other thing I've got to do is, of course, put back in my center here. I've not wired up, I've not run wires for this override switch yet. I'll do that at some point. I'm not really in a big hurry, but this is going to be an override switch for the accessory circuit, or at least for a couple of items. And then I do have wires that I have run for my charger, and this is also a voltmeter as well. So that's done and ready. Just have to, once I get everything done with the heater, I'll put that in. But at this point, I could go ahead and put the hood back on, but I'm going to wait until I get everything done with the heater. Again, I mentioned that I'm hoping to not have to remove the entire dash. I'm going to give that a shot. We'll see what happens. I do have a Dremel oscillating tool, cutting tool, so I think these will be no problem to cut out, with that especially. And then these side ones, these would be a little bit more difficult for the round vents that blow on the feet that go here, then there's one on the other side. For those, what I'll probably actually do is reach down, drill a pilot hole, and then drill from this side. That'll take care of that. So crossing fingers that I can do everything and get all that all done. But that does it for really the electrical 2.0 project. Got that wrapped up all nice and neat, and we'll move on to getting the heater finished, and looking forward to getting that installed.